Swarm, new limited series from Donald Glover and Janine Neighbors, starring Dominic Fishback, is out on Amazon Prime. 7 episodes between around 30 and 45 minutes each. The show is a mixture of dark comedy and horror that then slowly morphs into something slightly more as it goes on. It follows Dre, a young girl who's awkward, shy, lonely, apart from her sister, doesn't really have any friends, and she's super into a fictional pop star Nyjah, based largely on Beyonce, to the point of it being creepy and unhealthy. And when she loses her sister tragically in the first episode, she sort of goes into that fandom as the only thing left for her in life. And she begins murdering people who criticized Nyjah online, people who don't like her music, people who in some way, in any way, are not as reverent towards the star as Dre herself is, which is pretty much almost everyone. So, as I said, the show begins as a sort of darkly humorous horror tale. It is quite strange and quite unusual, I'd say, but it did lack that special something for me for a while. And if it was a longer show, if I knew I was in for, I don't know, 10, 12 episodes, I'd perhaps stop watching it at some point to save time. But I figured, there's not that much left, let's just stick till the end. And I'm kind of glad I did, because the last 2 episodes sort of recontextualized the whole thing for me and made it not just about the toxicity of modern online fandom, which is not such an original take, but rather the toxicity of that as a coping mechanism, as something to used to deal with trauma that people carry from all the way back in their childhoods. And that's not to say that the show excuses such people or excuses Dre in particular or makes her a positive character in the end, but it does provide the context for her behavior, and it makes her character and the way the show ends all the more tragic. I think it manages to be at the same time an apt metaphor for the mental health issues in a wider sense, and a critique of the stan culture as well. Dominic Fishback is very good as Dre. She's painfully awkward and stinted, and I'm sure it wasn't very easy to play such an odd character. The show also has a unique sense of atmosphere and vibe, which again sort of skirts the line between different genres, between horror, comedy, drama, and something just plain different than everything else. Now, to me, it's still slightly more strange than it is great, even in the end, and I can't say that I recommend the show to just about anyone. But if you're looking for something different, for something unique, you can certainly give it a go.